Hi everyone, it's Fitz with your post-game talk, joined by another one of my emotional support dogs here in the Cats and Dogs studio. That's Dude. He's just going to cuddle up next to me. And it's needed. K-State loses 75-72 at Oklahoma State. At Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State was 1-7 in the conference. Heading into this game, they're 2-7 now, as K-State falls to 4-5 in the league after building this losing streak to 4 games. K-State plays Kansas Monday night in Bramlage Coliseum. Big Monday looms enormous for K-State. This game started differently, in part because Jerome Tang started a different lineup, and K-State got off to a better start. Day-Day Ames was in at point guard. They shuffled the front court too. Will McNair went to the bench. David Gasson didn't even play in the first half for whatever reason, and they did start Jarrell Colbert. By game's end, it was pretty much what they had done in the past. Gasson came on in the second half. McNair played a really strong game. Ames kind of went back to the bench. K-State trailed by 2 at half after leading and then giving up a 12-point run to an Oklahoma State team that has been offensively bad this year, and without one of their top scorers because he got injured in the last game. And K-State blew that lead, gave up their fast start after so many slow starts with a painful ending to the first half, and then it carried over a little bit into the second half, and the Wildcats played catch-up most of the day. And it's hard to catch up when you're still too turnover prone. They only had 15 in this game, but they had 9 at half. So they made their comeback. They cut down on those turnovers. They started being more efficient with the ball. But they're just not cut out enough. They don't have themselves defined enough. And Tyler Perry's day kind of sums things up. He was awful in the first half. Awful. 0 for 6, including deciding he needed to take the final shot of the first half and coming nowhere close to making it. I appreciate the confidence, but understand where you're at and who has the hot hand for that moment, and he didn't. But he came back in the second half, scored 19 points, lit it up from 3, and played so much better. And yet Kansas State's 2-point deficit at halftime became a 3-point loss. And a big reason why was K-State played crappy defense. And this has not been something Jerome Tang's teams have done, but they were so bad in man, he went to zone defense for about the final 10 minutes of the game or so. And it wasn't good either. So they finally find some offensive rhythm. They cut down on some of those turnovers, and they still lose because now they give up the defense. This is a bad team right now. There's no other way to say it. This isn't a good basketball team. And the flaws have been out there for full display, and now people are taking advantage of them. But Oklahoma State wasn't good enough to take full advantage of them. They needed help from K-State, and the Wildcats provided that with wildly inconsistent play. Cam Carter was pretty good in this game, cut down the turnovers, was better offensively. Defensively, the whole team wasn't what they need to be. I don't know where the wins are going to come from at this point to get this team over the hump. I thought they needed to go 2-5 at minimum in this stretch, and now they're 0-4. And as I mentioned, they play Kansas on Monday night, which, as I said here at halftime of that game, they are absolutely drilling Houston in Lawrence. I'll have a daily delivery in the morning with some more thoughts on where this team's at. I hope you will check that out. I hope you're subscribing to this site. And remember, we're sponsored by Mail Red Golf Apparel. Check out the link in the bio. Buy yourself something. I mean, it's inexpensive. We all need... I'm from a family of depression shoppers. When things are down, we go shopping. And we find our dogs. Both work for me. Hope they work for you too.